He has beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. He is now in the New York Mets organization, and he is doing all this while never even fucking the pussy. That is just amazing. Another round of applause. He gets He just might be Jesus.
Oh my God.
He just might be Jesus.
This podcast just went left.
Hey, we have to look at Tim Tebow a whole nother way. We have to ask about Tim Tebow.
Yo.
Hey, this guy is amazing. He's amazing. Amazing.
Oh my God.
I mean, come on, man. He went to Florida. The University of Florida.
All right, Tim Tebow. Yeah. All right, hold on, Jeremy. Hold on before you go. Continue. All right, Tim Tebow. I was defending you until he said you went to the University of Florida. And now I gotta. Oh man, go ahead, Jeremy. Go ahead, continue.
Dan.
Go ahead.
You mean to tell me? And I believe he's a virgin because no girl has come forward.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And I'm just like.
Unless he was taking care of her financially on the low, you know.
Dude. Somebody would have said. So no, this is the person. There's always a friend that she told.
Exactly.
So that's the problem.
Yeah.
The girl alone can be quiet, but the friend alone, now you gotta pay her. And then you gotta pay the girl that she told. You gotta pay the girl that she told. You gotta pay the girl that she told.
Yeah, after a while, it's like
it's going to get out.
Yeah,
and it hasn't got out yet.
I don't think he got that much money, my guy.
This guy, round of applause to Tim Tebow.
Hey, Jeremy. Yeah, give him a round of applause for Florida. That's crazy. I didn't even think of that.
Round of applause. For those guys, man, it's just I can't believe that, man. How did Tim do that? Man, but back to Urban, man. I'm sorry, man. Urban had a great run of players, man.
He did have a great run of players.
Great run of players, man. He had a little bit of everything you need, man. A little bit of everything.
I believe Urban Meyer gave us a shout out at one of the Maryland games. I remember.
Oh, for real?
I think he spoke to him, and he gave us a fist bump.
That's my guy.
Urban, I'm riding for you. I believe you. I believe you did what you had to do.
Right.
You did look a little suspect dropping the ball in the media, but I understand. There's probably a lot of pressure.
He definitely dropped that ball, but it's okay.
I'm pushing for you, my guy. So I hope that you can, they find nothing conclusive and we can be ready to go, man.
Right. Like you said, as long as he did everything he was supposed to do, he reported it to the higher authorities.
Yeah.
I don't think he did nothing wrong because you can't fire a coach for lying to the media. Because if you did that, there would be no coaches.
Yeah, it's not like that Baylor coach. What's that Baylor coach?
But that was a whole nother ball.
He didn't even.
That was a whole nother ball game.
They were sweeping things under the rug over there.
Right. He was sweeping everything under the rug.
Yeah.
I don't think Urban was necessarily sweeping things under the rug. I just think Urban didn't want to talk about something. He misworded himself. He should have said no comment or something like that.
Right.
Instead of making it seem like he knew nothing about it. Because that's where he went wrong. He didn't want to acknowledge the situation. You know what I mean? So you gotta
keep it in the family.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it was. So it was like I don't think he wasn't trying to sweep it under the rug because this stuff is public records. You can easily look it up.
Could have said next comment or
right.
He did say
yeah, right. So you know what I mean?
Said that. Let's move on.
Right. And man, it's just terrible, man. Because honestly, man. And if you also don't know, too, me and Dane are also Cowboy fans. My guy's been getting ate up ate up the whole time.
I'm glad you brought that up, but I want you to go. Go ahead, Jeremy. Go ahead. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought it up.
They just getting. It ain't up. It's just people. Dak Prescott puts out his opinion that he doesn't want to take a knee. There was a distraction. Blah 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 blah. Zeke says as a Cowboy, we all stand. We made that decision as a team. Blah, 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 blah. The world wants Dak and Zeke to join the protest. I don't see why, because I say it's only a handful of guys that kneel for the reason why Cap needed kneels. Now, the whole NFL kneeled it because the president called them a son of a bitch. That's why they all kneel. Colin Kaepernick, Malcolm Jenkins, I really don't want to include him because he never kneeled. All he did was put a fist up, but he never kneeled. Mm-hmm. My guy, Brent Grimes. What's the other guy? Eric Reed.
Eric Reed, still unemployed.
Still unemployed.
Still unemployed. Safety out there on the market.
Right. And I hate the San Francisco 49ers. They used him as a scapegoat. So what they did was Eric Reed was one of the top safeties in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
They moved him to linebacker, and they basically took him out of the safety room. So they made it look like he lost his spot to a rookie or something like that. You got what I mean? Which I totally disagree with.
Eric Reed is one of probably your top 15 safety in the NFL.
Yeah, I would say top 10.
Top 10?
Yeah, I would say top 10.
Well, that's fair. You know what I mean? Swing it either way.
I think he's
top
really
15.
good. I think he's a really good safety. Top 15, yeah, he's definitely top 15. But he's a really good safety.
Yeah, very decent.
And it's just but like I said, there's only a handful of guys that kneel for the reason why Cap kneeled. The rest of the NFL knelt for because Trump called him a son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there's 3 different narratives going on right now. 3 different narratives. Okay. You have the reasons, the handful of guys that knelt for the reason why Cap knelt, which is social injustice amongst colored people, Latinos, blacks. That's all.
Exactly.
Colored people. Then you have the whole NFL that knelt because Trump called him a son of a bitch. Mm-hmm. All right. Now you're going to have another narrative of people kneeling because the NFL said you can't do so. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's getting blinded. And they want to throw blame at Dak and Zeke because they said they're not kneeling. I have no problem with their kneeling. If not kneeling. If they didn't kneel when Cap kneeled, I don't want you on your damn knees. That's just me.
People protest
My narrative
differently.
has never been a change when it came to this Cap situation. You know what I mean? My Facebook profile has been the same for a year and a half.
Solid.
It's never changed on this Cap situation. If you didn't kneel with Cap then, I don't want you kneeling now. Because you're just following the leaders of this because people don't saying you can't and you didn't kneel then. You didn't kneel then. You know what I mean? You didn't kneel when we was talking about it. I don't want you kneeling then. You know what I mean? So it's like people saying these players should come out here and not play. For what? For what? Nah, they should go out there and play. Go out there and play. You know what I mean? Because you're not fighting for the same reasons Cap's fighting. You're fighting for because they said you can't. That's why you're doing it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's 2 different things. 2 different things. And another thing, why do I have to protest the way Dane wants to protest?
Exactly. People protest differently in different ways.
Dak and Zeke are out here putting in work in these neighborhoods.
Well, but you know what people forgot besides that? Dak said it the year before when that was going on that he does it differently. He did state that.
Yep.
And I saw that. Another reason why we are America's team, you know, because Zeke came out and said that was a team choice from last year when that whole melee was going on. He said that we decided we're going to stand as a team.
Right.
You know, united we stand, divided we fall.
Exactly.
You know, so I don't have a problem with it. And people calling them coons and stuff like that. Let me get this straight, man.
Well, the kids, first of all.
Yeah, coons. I'm not watching football. It's funny when people say they didn't watch football last year, and I probably believe a handful of people who did. I'm going to watch football because, like I stated earlier, sports is something that, you know, when I watch sports, I'm not thinking about race and all that. I get the magnitude of the situation that's going on around the NFL right now, and I understand that. But, you know, football brings me such a peace and joy in my soul and my heart. You know, it just makes me happy. It brings people together. You know, we can all get around and laugh and talk and, you know, just all avenues of life. So when you call people coons, be careful. You know what I mean? But the reason why I say that is, you know, understand the meaning of coon. You understand? There's people out here that's calling these guys coon, being hypocrites, you know, but you guys are living being coons. I don't see you guys going to your jobs and taking a knee.
My point exactly.
I don't see you guys.
But this is the thing. This is the funny part, Dane.
When Starbucks, you know, wrongfully arrested two young black men just trying to use a Wi-Fi or whatever they were in there doing, just not even causing problems. You guys, I saw all these outcries on Facebook. You're never using it. Bullshit.
Right.
You know, I still saw the same amount of black people in Starbucks.
Dang, this is the funny part. When they go to sporting events, I don't see them sitting.
Exactly. Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
That's all I'm saying.
Because we frequent for sporting events.
I don't see them sitting.
Exactly.
Do you see them sitting? I'm gonna let y'all know. I sat one time, and it was cool, you know. I sat for those reasons. But after that, I eventually started standing. just because I think my presence was known, it's kind of like one of those things. Is how long are we going to do this?
Exactly.
I think the conversation has been made, and as long as that conversation is being made, your protest is done its point. You got what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I see what Dak was trying to say with that. I understand that he didn't want to. I understand how people flipped it and went the whole other narrative, but it's a group of people out there like Dak is putting in work. He does not have to do the same protest that Colin Kaepernick is. That's Colin Kaepernick's protest. You got what I mean?
Exactly.
I don't have to donate to the same foundation as Dane.
Right.
You got what I mean?
Exactly.
We all have different reasonings and different ways how we go throughout things.
And also be
you know what I
respected.
mean? Exactly. You know what I mean? Malcolm X had another way of approaching things than Martin Luther King. You got what I mean? It was two different ways. You got what I mean? Same fight, but two different fight. It's two different ways of fighting. You got what I mean? One knew karate, the other knew jiu-jitsu. You got what I mean? It's the same fight. You know what I mean? It's kind of like UFC. All these guys come in the ring. They're all trying to beat each other up at the end of the day, but they all have different styles of fighting. You got what I mean? So it's the same thing. So it's like you can't go on these kids. He's 21 years old.
Exactly.
21 years old, man.
You know, being thrusted into a leadership role. Man.
Right. You know what I mean? And he's getting shoved mic into his face. And most guys like Zeke, that's been the star all his life, I'm not going to say all of, but most guys, they don't really care about stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because it really doesn't affect him, especially at 21 years old. His eyes aren't open. You know what I mean? His eyes aren't open.
Play ball, man, and have fun.
You know what I'm saying? His eyes aren't open right now to the point. He knew he grew up from Missouri in the hood. He's out the hood.
Mm-hmm.
He has nothing but life to enjoy.
Exactly.
You got what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's like, yeah, but I understand. It's crazy. But you just can't go at these young men for that.
The only thing I'm saying is, like, black people, man, especially, man, we kill each other all the time. Sometimes rightfully so. Sometimes, people do shit out of line that needs it.
That's just mostly because,
but try to listen to what these people are saying,
right.
Dissect it, before you just react ignorantly. You know what I mean, and just say things that because honestly, in our lives. I see that day to day, people say things and all that, especially on social media, you know what I mean, where people want validation. I want to be the person to post this because I want this many likes or something like that. Why are you really doing this? You know what I mean? Do you mean what you say?
Right.
Or is it just for likes?
Right.
So before you come for my boys, man, just sit back and reevaluate your life. Look at yourself in the mirror, man, and think about things, because you can't just be lashing out at people. You don't even know these people. You don't know, what they're going through. You don't know what kind of walk of life they came from.
That's real shit. That's real shit, man.
So go ahead and say what you got to say, man. Another thing before I go, just watch them Cowboys work, baby. You know what I mean? Be bringing that rough and tug, man. This mentality, man. Just line up and punch out niggas in the mouth, man. We're ready to go.
But Dane, you said one thing about black people killing black people. White people kill white people.
Yeah.
People kill.
No, I meant that in a way. I meant that in a way of. No, I meant that in a way. No. No, I don't mean like kill us. We do that, but I'm talking about like put us down. All races do it.
Right.
But it's more prominent in our communities.
Right, that's true. That's true.
But we don't uplift each other. You know what I mean? We don't make help each other excel. And I see it all the time. I've been through it, man. You know what I mean? Just no matter what you do, how hard you work, you know what I'm saying? It's never enough. So I've been through that, you know what I mean? So I'm in a position now where I'm trying to make something of myself, to have a platform to be able to reach out to the young kids, man, out here telling them good things, making sure, helping them see what their vision is, what they want, help mold that in their head, what they want. I'm not here to knock you, young fella. You know what I mean? If you believe it, you can do it.
That's true.
I believe that when Obama was in office, as a black man in the United States office, I really never thought that would happen. I thought that was one seat that was always reserved for the white man. And he changed my whole mindset of thinking.
Right.
You can be whatever you want. Remember, guys, we have the same 24 hours. You know what I mean? I'm not out here hating on you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna support you 100%.
It all depends on how you spend that 24.
It's all exactly. It's how you spend it. You know what I mean? I'm not living my life miserable, man. I'm just doing what I can to get better each and every day. That's it. You know what I mean?
They say the average American wastes is 45 hours a week.
That's astounding.
It's a lot of hours.
That's a lot of hours.
It's a lot of hours being missed, and that's including sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's including sleep and work. The average American wastes 45 hours a week. That's kind of crazy. If you spent that 45 hours trying to find something productive, everybody would be successful.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Because you got to find something for that 45 hours to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's taking naps, sleeping away is not the way to go. You know what I mean? They say the average American needs 6 to 8 hours.
I don't think I can sleep 8 hours. Use 6 to 8 hours if I tried.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I can sleep 6 to 8 hours even if I tried. Man.
I can do 6.
You can do 6. I can do 3. Good 3.
I can do 6. I can do a good 3. I mean, I can do a good 6.
Yeah, I can do a good 3.
I can do a good 6.
6 is pushing it. I'm just gonna be up, laying in the bed. You know, if I do 6, I'm a couple of those hours gonna be on and off sleep.
Okay. Got you.
But 45 hours is a lot, man, and that's a lot of wasted time. You know, and one thing we don't get back is time, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we're not always gonna spend it wisely and, you know, make the right decision, man. But if you have a plan and a goal and you know where you want to be headed, you're gonna be there. You know, I believe we're here, Jeremy. I believe it. I don't care what nobody else is. There's people doubting us right now. You know what I mean? There's people doubting us right now, man. But what we doing every week, man, communicating, you know, doing what we can to get better, you know, and do what we have to do. You know, coming up with new ideas to be innovative and, you know, push ourselves out there.
Right.
You know, so we're not worried about who's not with us and stuff like that. But I can't worry about that. You know what I mean? That's reason for lost time.
You can't worry.
You know what I mean? Just gotta keep pushing forward, man. If you either with us or you're not. And
That's
just where I'm coming from. I'm gonna stand with my Cowboys, man. You know, it did kind of, you know, rub me the wrong way, just because it's coming from my team, my squad. But you know, I started looking at it, started listening to people talking about it, understanding it, and I started to have a different perspective on it. So moving forward, we're gonna be all right, man. And yeah, so that's all I have to say on that.
That's true. Do we have anything else on the docket?
You know, last night I was just watching you know, the Hall of Fame. They had a little, you know, introduction to the new class, you know, and I know I stated that I was with T.O. on his decision, but the more and more I think about it, when I was watching that, just to see, you know, the joy
on all the players' faces
and the emotions.
This is coming back to, I think, the first and second podcast I was talking about, Dane, that he's missing out on an opportunity.
Yo, what I mean by that is, you know, I was even getting emotional. Like, damn, you know, most of these people that's been there either played in the Super Bowl but never won one. You know what I mean? But just to see that, you know, it's kind of like you walking into heaven.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You walking into heaven, man, seeing all the past greats.
Exactly.
You know, from different generations.
Exactly.
Different eras.
Right.
You know what I mean? All there if you're still alive and able. All there, shaking hands. You know, people you probably idolize or heard about.
Exactly.
And you're meeting these people and you're being eternalized forever.
Right.
As a great, you know, Brian Dawkins, the emotion he showed, man. You know, when he got that jacket, man, the hallelujahs and the tears and all that, man. I felt that. So I started thinking about T.O. Like, yo, I feel you, my dude, but yo, now I'm thinking about it, that's stupid.
It's very stupid.
That's selfish. That's really selfish.
Yes, it is.
And I don't think you can repair your image from that. From me, honestly, from me. I mean, I think T.O. is always going to be T.O., but, you know, you're your own human being, and I respect that. I just maybe I didn't do my due diligence and research, kind of dig deep into it, think about it, process it before I spoke on the podcast, that one podcast.
Yeah, man, I told you about that, man. Yeah, I told you it's going to come the day that T.O.'s going to regret that decision.
Yeah. You can't get that back.
You can't get it back. I mean, it was just awesome seeing Ray, Brian, Randy, that Kramer guy. He waited 50 years to get in. 50 years.
50 years, man. And
dude.
The man looked like he can barely walk.
Right, 50 years to get in there, man. That's crazy, right? Because, man, everybody had to help him down. I think it was his daughter that helped him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, 50 years to get in there. That's just crazy. Then also that general manager got in. That's good. That's pretty good.
Bobby Beathard.
Yeah.
His story is crazy.
Yeah, it pretty is. It's
crazy.
It really is, man. So, man, but it's pretty good. We'll probably watch that tonight. I'm not interested in seeing Ray Lewis Hall of Fame speech, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to watch it anyway. But because we don't know how that's going to go, you may as well go ahead and grab your Bible. Because you ain't going to nothing but church.
It's going to be a sermon.
He's taking you to church.
Oh, yeah.
Old brother, he's taking you to church.
He's going to give you a solid hour?
Oh, yeah, a good solid hour. I hope Marcus listens. Marcus is going to go to church. He's going to go to church, you know. So people, speaking of going to church, oh, man, I like this segue. This was a good segue. Speaking of Ray Lewis and going to church, good segue. Dane.
Yes, sir.
Dane Morris has gotten saved, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. God is great. He'll find that life to be much easier when you can have a person where you can put faith into. I just love it. God's working with him. And it's great because when God works with a person, there's always a fight before. There's always a fight before that person gives up his soul to him. It's just like anybody else. When you give up your soul to anything, there's always a fight before. And God and Dane is already a great person. And like he's my best friend. He's a good person. He's one of my best friends. And he's a very great person. You know he's gonna be there for you. And then when you add God into his heart, you're gonna get a greater person. And I'm interested in seeing the man that he's going to become. Very interested because I know I believe in him. I'll always be here for him. So yeah, Dan. So you want to talk about that?
Yeah, man. I appreciate those kind words, my brother. But you know, the reason, like you said, I put up a fight. My whole life, I used to ask a lot of questions like, why me? Like, why am I going through this? I always try to do what I can to help anybody and just to, be supportive. But it started to become a situation where it's becoming overbearing, you know what I mean? Just stress, I don't really show my stress a lot, you know what I mean? And a lot of people have told me like, holding stuff in sometimes is a bad thing because, you lash out on people, at the wrong moments that you don't mean to. You lose valuable friendships that you could have gained. So I just wanted to get a control of my mind, get a control of my, my thinking, the way I process things now moving forward. I'm still going to be Dane, high energy, yes. I like to joke around, forgive me, you know what I mean?
You never change who you are. God created who you are.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just can't do that. I didn't live my life righteously, you know what I mean? So, but no, I will make, better decisions moving forward, but I just want to learn how to think, I just want to make sure that people understand who I am. I always give you credit for that because, you understand who I am. You know what I mean? Like, basically like, like if I'm mad and all that, why I'm mad or how I'm mad. Basically like, people might come take offense to it. And I didn't want to go to a therapist. I didn't want to go to anybody. I just wanted to just cleanse my soul, cleanse my way of thinking. And I noticed a lot of reasoning. Another problem was social media. So I decided to delete my Facebook, like permanently delete it, just to, I felt so much better. I didn't have the urge to pick up my phone every 5 seconds looking at nonsense, stuff that used to frustrate me. Like, we doing this right now. We coming together every week. I know we killed Brad this morning, but you here every week. No matter what, you the first one here. And not only does that show loyalty, that shows commitment. You know what I mean? We first talked about this, and even going into something, it's hard to believe. Like, all right, we got this idea. It's hard to, stuff like that. You've always been, all right, giving your ideas and input and how we should do this, how we should do that. You know what I mean? And moving forward, I just want to become, and also too, moving forward, I just want to become, a better person going into a marriage. You know what I mean? A better man. It's a better father. You know, so I don't want to, you know, keep living my life, you know, emptiness. You know, I'm still gonna always try to help people. I'm still gonna always try to, you know, look out for people, but I just can't handle it. Yeah. But I appreciate those kind of words, Jeremy, man. That's what's up, man. You know, you always, man, been there. You know what I mean? Always been there to, you know, look out for me, you know, when I needed it. I remember when I lost my job. You know what I'm saying? You saw my friendships. You know, this guy right here, you know, selflessly just said, look, man, I got you, you know, whatever. You know, I can just put in a word. And I am here where I am right now. So when we started this podcast, and not even that, I just couldn't look the other way or look at anybody. This is the right guy for the job. You know what I mean? We here.
Appreciate you.
Nah, man. Yeah, you know, I owe you a lot, man. You know, because you looked out for me in the clutch. But that's about it. You know, me being saved is just trying to just, you know, better get clear out the darkness in my soul and my mind.
A better understanding of your life.
And by a better understanding of my life, you know. I used to feed into that. I used to feed into negative posts of people doubting God and why things happen. Because I used to go through it, like, why me? Why am I going through this? Like, what did I do to deserve this? I used to always say those things. That's why I used to drink a lot, you know, because it just masks the pain, like, you know, like the stress. You know, people didn't realize that about me, but I would go out just to have fun. I ain't give a fuck how much money I spent, you know, just want to have fun, you know, drink, you know, the next day is another day. We just have fun tonight, you know what I mean?
Right.
But, you know, at the end of the day, your problem's still there, and it might come back worse.
Mm-hmm.
You know, then the stress keeps building up, you're not talking about it, and then you're lashing out on people, you know, for no reason. So I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be, you know, mad all the time. I just want to, you know, put my faith in something. And I did this for me. I didn't do this because someone told me to, or, you know, someone was denying. I did this on my time. People always been telling me to get saved, but I don't do things because people want me to do it. I want to do things when I feel the time is right, and which everybody should always do. So I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud of the people that, you know, supported me in my decision, you know, reached out to me and stuff like that. So I'm ready to take this step moving forward. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Dane. Thank you, Dane, man. I'm interested to see your growth. Like I said, man, I believe in you. You're definitely going to grow. You're definitely going to grow, man. And so, well, thank you for tuning into the Dane and Jeremy podcast. This was episode 8.
Oh my God. The layoff was real, people. The layoff was real.
The layoff was real. Man. The layoff was real. You know what I mean? But so I'm just going, since I was on the Biggie topic earlier, came in with Biggie. I think I'm gonna leave with some Biggie too. With some, you know, cause Biggie got some hits. I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave with some Biggie too, man. But thank you to the Dane and Jeremy podcast, episode 8. I'm Dane. I'm Jeremy. My co-host here is Dane.
Dane, DMV, shout out, parentheses around the M, Old County.
Yes. Y'all have a lovely Saturday. I'm sorry we missed you guys.
To all the ladies in the place with style and grace, allow me to lace these lyrical douches in your bushes who rock grooves and make moves with all the